Hey guys, gathering the magic back again. Just want to do some quick SplinterForge gameplay and a couple updates and changes they've made to the game. I'm on my alt account, going to do a couple battles against the bronze boss. One thing you will notice is now it says when the boss spawned, what the current total reward pool is in Forgium. For the bronze boss, it started at 100,000 Forge, now it's up to 202,000. It's increasing by a little over 100 Forge every minute. And the person that does the killing blow on the boss will receive 1 crate, and as of now, 1,600 Forgium. You can see my ranking right here. You can see the amount of Forge on the leaderboards. These are what each person would receive if the boss was to die right now. The boss is still at 71% health. He has Scatter Shot, and for this battle he has Void. So let's see. Let's go ahead and do Yasik and Kelya. Let's go ahead and try the Kraken for our tank. I know I want to do Creeping Ooze for slow. I know I'm going to need armor repair and a couple of heals since I don't have a kitty. Leaves 13 mana. Let's do another repair. The Swamp Spitter. And let's try Deep Lurker for a little bit of damage. See how this goes. Usually I want to do a little over 100 points of damage. I don't have a super geared out hero, and I'm not expecting to do hundreds of points of damage. It's just slow and steady. Skip to rewards, 166, 7.5 Forgium. Let's try another battle. Let's see what the rule set is now. Okay, so now the rule set is Affliction, so heals will do nothing. So I'm going to change it slightly. We're still going to go Kraken. We're still going to do a slow. We're going to do armor repair. We're going to ignore the heals. Do another armor repair. So let's just try going for some damage. Let's do Exploding Rats. So that leaves us 8. Let's try Bloodmaker, because Bloodmaker has good speed. And for 3, Tidebiter. So I know people say you spam the same team over and over and over again. You can do a lot of the same strategies, but depending on the random ability of the boss, you do want to change your lineup slightly. As you can see, I changed mine because of no healing. So actually this one we did better than one where we could heal. 229 damage and over 10 Forgium. So it did pay to just ignore the heals and just go for a little bit more damage. A lot of people would have just skipped that rule set without healing. Would have spent 15 mana and just gone on to the next fight. Okay, now here's another good example. Here's Thorns. So let's go ahead and battle. Same summoners. We're still going to do the Kraken, even though there's Thorns. Swamp Spitter, because he does ranged. Slow. Repair. We will do a heal. So we've got 2 monsters left, 9 mana. Once again, we're going to go Bloodmaker. And for 4, do we want to go ranged? I could do Kulu for 2. Yeah, let's try that. Because those are both 2 speed, so it really doesn't matter which one. So let's just try this one. And see if we can do at least 120, 130 damage or more. Yep, there we go, even better, 170 damage. So even though some of the rule sets may not seem too favorable, and you may want to skip them, if you just vary your strategy slightly, you still might do an okay amount of damage. Like I said, I don't expect to be getting the max Forgium every fight for my hero and my team, but if I can consistently get 5, 6, 7 Forgium or more, and, you know, use all my stamina, let it recharge during the day, at night before I go to bed, you know, play again, use all my stamina. You know, I can get a decent amount of Forgium every day. Starting to gear up my hero. This is my alt account, and I have managed to get a little bit of gear on him. I got my ranger up past the 20 threshold for stats, so I will have the full earning. I think it was 2 days ago I bought my first piece of gold armor, so I bought a gold rare chest piece. Bought that off of Splex. I think I had like 12 or 1300 Forgium. So use that to buy off of Splex. I think that's what I'm pretty much going to do now, is just save up my earnings, maybe every week or every other week. First thing I'm gonna do is get one of each of the armors in gold. So I got the hauberk, which is the most expensive. So maybe next I'll get the gauntlets. So I'm gonna need to save up at current prices. Let's see how much Forgium. So almost 2,000 Forgium if I wanted to buy the most expensive piece. If I just want to go for the leggings, 1,600 Forgium. So it'll take me probably a couple of weeks, especially not being on the leaderboard with this character. But if I can slowly build him up, get him one piece of gold gear for each slot, I'm basically going to increase his Forgium by 50%. And then my earnings are going to increase, of course, 50% faster from there. Be able to get him, you know, another piece of gear. Eventually, once you get 6 pieces of gold gear, you can level it up from level 1 to level 2. Which is huge for stats, because you're going to go from +1 of the stat to +3. So that is a big, big improvement, and this is another reason why boots are the most expensive. When you can go from +1 speed to +3, that increase of 2 speed makes a huge difference to the amount of damage your character can do. So as you can see, I really don't have a whole lot on this character. I did have a Narner's Ring for my main account that I traded over. Just for the 3 base speed, I haven't really gotten anything to put in it. I just have 3 chipped rubies. I put 1 in 3 of my items. Other than that, just bare bones, pretty much. But that is my plan with him. Keep playing, building up my Forgium slowly, investing in a gold rare piece here and there, and just continuing to play. And if I get lucky enough to get the killing blow on the bronze boss, I will get 1 crate, so that'll be cool. But don't expect that. I mean, as many people as are playing in bronze, like right now there's 506, you know, your odds of getting the killing blow are pretty low. But it still is a nice feature that they've added, you know, because I thought about it. It's like if you're actually the rare person that does the killing blow on the boss, you should get some kind of an extra reward. And SplinterForge has gone ahead and they've added that reward. I think they've added to, if I look at the higher level boss, it will tell you, let's just take a look. Let's look at the diamond boss. Yep, so the diamond boss right now is at almost 500,000 forge, and you will get 4 crates and 1,400 forge for killing him. And these are the rewards right now. Hey, Jeff opens cards. Jeff is number 3 currently, and his alt I know is Digital Breaker. He's number 7. So Jeff's going for the big amounts of forge. So good luck to Jeff. I hope he can end up on the leaderboard. Like I said, just for my little account, I'm just trying to slowly build up the Forgium, just battle by battle. Like I said, if I can end up in the top 150, I'll get a little bit of rewards, not much. Any little bit will count. But it's all just about, you know, playing consistently throughout the day. Right now I need about 4,000 points to get in the top 150, and I'm pretty close to there. So it's a fun game. Like I said, it's kind of neat how you can use your SplinterForge cards or Splinterlands cards in battle, and then it's just gearing up your hero, and there's different strategies for your hero. It's like, do you want to do like I'm doing and just kind of go for the gold foil rares just to try to get extra forge? Are you going to try to just push to get legendary cards and put sockets in them? Or are you just going to get common cards and just level your commons up to level 3 and 4 and get boosts that way? Are you going to open crates and bags, trying to get the lucky hit, trying to get the epic or legendary? Or are you just going to go to Splex, and just buy your cards that way. Just buy them straight off the market. The thing that I'm finding, just from years of being a Magic the Gathering player and opening tons of Splinterlands packs, is if there is a card you're interested in getting, buy the single, buy the card. So I think for SplinterForge, probably your best bet is, depending on your budget and how much you want to put in the game, build your hero the way you want him built. As far as if you want the gold gear for getting the bonuses, go ahead and buy the gold gear directly. If you are looking to get just epics and legendaries, just save up your funds and do it that way. As you can see, these can get kind of pricey when you start looking at even the cheapest legendary item. $1.69, you're looking at almost 4,000 Forgium. And as you go up the list, let's see, the bow is probably, the highest weapon. And a bow, you're going to spend about 45,000 Forgium for a bow. So it just depends on your budget, what your long-term goal is for the game. Like I said, for me, it's just going to be slow and steady. I'm going to start with the rares, start with the gold cards. I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to get one of each armor, and then I will probably get the bow for my ranger. Because the bow, even though it's gold, still only gives +1 attack, so I'm not huge on that. I think what I may do before I get a gold bow, what I have currently, is just get a regular rare bow, put a socket in it, and then go and buy a gem for it. So you can get a gem, like if you want to go magic or melee, either one, to get the +3 attack, is pretty cheap. You're only looking at about 25 cents. So it's much cheaper to just buy a normal foil rare item, put one socket in it, and then just put a rare gem in it. And you will get +3, plus the weapon damage is 1 is 4. Your character starts off with a damage of 1, so you will end up doing 5 points of damage just by getting a rare item, a rare weapon, and then putting a rare gem in it, and it won't be that expensive. So that's a good place to start for budget for damage. And then build up your armor, get your rare gold armor going, at least one piece of each. And after that, probably you want to just concentrate on getting it to level 2, getting it to 6. And once you get that, you've got your +3. It's going to be up to you whether you want to get an additional 6 of that armor just for 1 extra point. For me, it's worth it to go from 1 to 6 and get that +2 boost. I don't know if it's really worth it for another 6 to get just another 1 boost. So that's just kind of up to you, and that's kind of the fun of the game, just strategies of what you think is the best value for your Forgium and for your time. Lots to think about, fun game, a lot of strategy. I think it's more in-depth than people gave it credit for at first glance. First glance, they're like, oh yeah, well, you just put a bunch of the best Splinterlands cards in, make a team, spend 45 mana. You got your same cards and your same hero you span over and over and over again, and that's really not the case once you start playing the game and start learning the game a little bit more and getting more in-depth into it. There are a lot of little nuances to the game and a lot of little strategies that I think make it exciting. And you don't have to spend a lot of time in the game. Once you get your character somewhat geared up, you can just go to battle, and you can usually do 10 battles in 10 minutes or so. 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes at night. My stamina has recharged enough. I can do one final battle here. So let's take a look. So he has Phase to go along with Scattershot. So we're going to keep Yasik and Kelia. Going to keep the Kraken. Do Creeping Ooze. I can do the heals, so I will do the heals. I will do the Scabble Hireling. We'll do the Swamp Spitter. I've got 6 left. And we will go with Deep Lurker. Hopefully do about 150 damage. Maybe get 7 or 8 Forgium would be nice. And I think we'll call an end to the video. So hopefully you guys learned a little bit, learned that there is a little more to SplinterForge than you would see at first glance. See how we did? Hey, better than I thought. 200 points, 9 Forgium. Just for a few clicks and just spending a little bit of time building the character. So love the game. They're doing a lot of important changes to it, not just the added bonus for the killing blow. They're also, in their terms of service, limiting people to 2 accounts. So I have my 2 accounts. I have Gedfer, which is my $10 account, and Jovac, my main account. And they've just recently added the marketplace, so that's exciting. Not sure what their plans are from here going forward, but I know they're going to add more features to the game. They're probably going to polish up the combat system a little bit more, so it's a little bit smoother. And they are really doing good. I mean, if you consider this game just launched the beginning of the year in January, so in less than 3 full months, how this game has grown from the beginning, and the rewards they're giving out are pretty substantial. I mean, they're giving out hundreds of thousands of Forge, maybe a million Forge a week. So good time to get into the game, get your hero going, get geared up. Think of this as being early in Splinterlands. If you were in Splinterlands in the beginning in 2018 and got your collection started, got the airdrops, saw alpha and beta sell out, held on to some of the earlier cards. Look where your Splinterlands account is now. I think it could be the same thing for SplinterForge. Get your character geared up, and 2, 3 years from now, you'll look back and you'll say, yeah, I was one of the OGs in SplinterForge. So here's to all you OGs out there. Hope you guys are having a great day. Hope you enjoyed the content, and I will be uploading more SplinterForge content in the future. Love the game, and we'll definitely be supporting this game from now on. So very excited with SplinterForge and excited for the direction. So take care, guys, and I'll see you again soon.